Hey, I'm Scott Woodward. I'm two-time Moscone Cup MVP, and you're watching Railbirds TV.
Hey, Railbirds, Kevin and Sherry here. All right, we have more bank pool action for you guys from the 2020 Derby City Classic. We have Francisco Bustamante versus Omar Shaheen. Should be a great match. Two fantastic players. I have to turn down that house music a little bit.
Yeah, it's normal. It barely plays at Derby. Usually it's silent. Oh. All right, so is that ball that was missing is what was made on the break, I'm assuming. 2 balls. There we go. Short rack banks. So at the table right now we have Omar Al Shaheen. Omar is sponsored by Meiichi Q's Town Billiards and Clinkers.
All right.
Omar got second in this event last year.
So if you haven't seen the finals by now, sorry if this is a spoiler, but Billy won it last year.
Yeah, Billy won last year. If you haven't seen it by now, well then shame on you. Did I get a double kiss on? Again, this is the second match where it's hard to tell. I mean, because if it gets that double kiss there, it's not a good bank. They have to go clean. Can't touch anything else on the table. And his opponent, the Francisco Bustamante, sponsored by Bear Q's, Puyat Sports, and Hustlin'. I actually have his shirt that they did last year. Forget to like and subscribe to our channels. Hit that bell so that you get notified when we go live or when we put up new stuff like the Derby City stuff that we're doing now.
Exactly right. You don't want to miss that. That would be sad. All right, Omar at the table, looking at this 7-ball straight back.
Rub the rail just a little bit too soon there. And that little rub on that rail does not actually count as an extra rail. These matches would take forever if they did that, or if you hit the rail on the point and fell in, and yeah. All
right, 1 ball, side pocket,
yeah,
1 rail.
Straight in.
Nice shot.
And he's got that 3 ball will come out and be spotted after Francisco's shot.
So Omar says he heard something. He thinks maybe the cue ball double kissed the 1 ball as it came around, which would not
He
count.
thought it hit his stick. Well, so we had a little controversy here.
But as we saw, it was a perfectly clean hit. There was no double kiss with the cue ball. Nothing hit the cue stick.
Yeah, Omar had said he thought it hit his stick. Thought he heard it hit the stick, and when he was, when he pulled up off of the table. Yeah, no,
and it was his cue stick hitting the table.
Yeah, it was absolutely a clean shot. Yeah, Omar's telling him, I believe you. I thought I heard something. You say you didn't. And I believe you. Keep shooting.
Yep, and that 3-ball was also pocketed on a shot, which will need to be spotted. Hopefully they don't forget to spot the 3.
Yeah, after Francisco's turn at the table.
Oh, and all of the hubbub, I forgot to
Give
give Francisco credit for that.
See? Oh, yeah. And are we going to spot that other ball? I think Omar's going down there.
Yep,
So.
Omar's going to spot it.
Yep, there we go.
And 6 balls on the table, 3 balls on the scoreboard. Pot's right. All right, good.
Sweet.
So it sounds like they're still discussing it.
Yeah, they were. And I think it gets in both of their heads for a little bit here. Yeah, one ball.
But both of these players are longtime veterans of the game. They shouldn't let it get in their heads too much.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
But then again, they are human beings. They're not robots.
Right. Well, especially when you know you didn't foul, and the guy's saying, "Hey, wait a minute, I think you fouled." That But yeah, absolutely a clean shot. I think heard Omar say there that I ain't trying to lose a friend over a pool game. Two rails, nope.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, there are definitely things more important in life than a pool game.
Yeah. And try and corner hook him.
And I think he's got him.
Yeah, he's got him good. That's in there deep. Francisco may have to kick at this. No, he's just going to take a foul. And that 1-5 is not lined up straight. Now the 3 is going to be off a little bit. Look at that line from the other angle. That 1 ball is over to the side from those 2 balls.
Did anything brush them after they were spotted?
I don't know. It doesn't. I mean, they're still frozen together.
Is he calling the 4, or is he going to shoot something else?
Well, if you call the 4, you're opening that up.
And that's why he might not want to.
Yeah.
He might want to shoot something. He might want to shoot something safe.
Can you keep? He looks like he's going to cross the 9 here.
Yeah, just going to play safe. Cross the 9, cue ball back up table. Oh, he's not even sending the cue ball up table. He's just going to pocket the 9. Okay.
Yeah, add to that line of balls.
Yeah, nothing goes.
Yeah, but you can clearly see that 1 ball is off to the side of the rest of those balls. And now the 7 ball that he just put up is off a little bit as well. If this was a game of 1 pocket, they would be up there making sure that those are exactly straight.
They'd pull out the carpenter squared.
Right?
He may have left him a bank on the 6 cross side here when he nudged that 6 out.
Yeah, that's what Omar's looking at.
He's doing more than looking at it. He's shooting at it.
Is it going to fall? It's
It
in there.
is a nice shot,
Wow,
Omar.
and he had him all up on that 8-ball just in case.
Just in case
So
it
you got to
didn't go.
cross on the 4 here, I think. One rail back at him.
Or cross side if he likes that better.
Yeah, hit that one a little bit full. But yeah, there's a bank on the 1 here for Boosty, but that's a sellout for a couple of balls if you don't make it. Is Francisco taking a break? Maybe to go clear his head a little bit?
I didn't see him walk away, but I don't see him at the table either, so I don't know. There he is.
We found him. I think he's going for it. I swore he just called it. One ball where his elbow is. That's in.
Well, when you
Nice
can shoot
shot.
him like that, why not go for it?
Right?
That
The
was a
8-ball
great
right
shot.
back.
Great shot.
8-ball, same hole.
Nope, he's not falling for it.
No.
And I think it was frozen on the rail. That 8 was not an easy shot.
Yeah.
He wasn't falling for it.
I've seen this story. I know how it ends. All right, bank on the 7 back at him, or the 3? The 7. That's too wide.
You wanted to make sure you got the cue ball out of there. He definitely got the cue ball out of there. All right, he's called something in that upper left corner. He's called the 5 up in that upper left corner.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't think he
Whoa.
could avoid the double kiss there. What a
Nice
nice
shot, Francisco. Very nice shot there. Four-ball cross side.
Sounds good to me. All right, Francisco likes your idea too. He says, all right, I'll shoot
He
that.
says that Sherry knows what she's talking about. I'm going to shoot this shot for her. That's in front of the hole.
Oh, man. But has he left anything?
Yeah, no.
Nothing easy anyway. Maybe 2 rails in the side with the 7, maybe.
2 rails never fails, except for when it does. Like when you call it.
Looks like he's just going to play safe on this.
He's 2 railing it. He thinks he plays. This isn't one hole. Still
I don't
a
know
good
if
shot.
I don't know if he was going 2 rails in the side or 2 rails in the corner. It kind of landed like halfway between them.
All right, got a pretty routine straight back on the 3.
Is that the 3, not the 5? I can't tell.
Looks like a red 3-ball to me.
Okay. Stingy diamond pockets.
Yeah, they are. Now we got a 2 railer on the 7 here. He could go 1 rail, but I like the 2-railer. It lets you control the cue ball a little bit more.
Did
He called the 1
just
rail.
called the 1 rail?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he
Nope.
changed his mind.
See? I got to talk quieter. They must be
Yeah,
hearing me.
I think they are hearing you. Oh, now he changed his mind again.
He didn't want to be accused of cheating,
Yeah.
being coached.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
he's
sure.
like, gee, thanks, Sherry. Now I got to go and shoot it this way. Yeah, all right. We got another nice bank here for Francisco. 7 ball across the corner. I like bring his cue ball back out to maybe about the center of the table here so that he can bank the 8 next. Just hold it. He can bank the 4 or the 8 at the corner. I look for him to bank the 8 ball.
Yeah, me too. So, of course, he's going to shoot the 4.
Yeah, well, the 4 may lead him to the 8. If you shoot the 8, how do you get a bank on the 4? Yeah, he's calling the 4.
And that's what he's thinking because he
Yeah.
wants all of them.
Yeah,
Or at
he
least
wants
both of them.
to get out. He needs 2 balls here. That's not it. But look at what he's done. He has left nothing for Omar. That 8 might clear the 4, but he ain't going to shoot it. 2 railers in the corner on the rail it's setting on. It's probably the only shot Omar has here,
Yeah,
unless he wants to play it safe.
Pretty sure that's what he's shooting. 2 rails to that upper left corner on screen, and that's short.
Swish, come on. That was a nice effort. 2 rails in the
2
corner.
railer to the corner, or 1 rail on the 8.
1 rail on the 8, and then he can do a 2 railer on the 4 if he has to, if he can't get to. He'd like to be on the, from this angle, the right-hand side of the 4 to bring it back at him.
That's a
2
pretty
rails.
nice shot.
2 rails back at him. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you can cross this for the 1 railer, so.
Yeah.
All right, 2 rails right back under his arm there.
Up his sleeve. That would be a foul. So I was thinking maybe he should call the 4 railer.
Does he look like Chris Melling to you?
Not in the least.
Or Mason Cook?
Or the slightest. Definitely not in the slightest does he look like Chris Melling.
Yeah, this one you can either cross it to the bottom right corner or 1 rail back up towards it. But either way, you just lag it to the
And that's
pocket.
what he's called it, right back up at him.
Either way, you want to just lag it to the pocket. So if you miss
Francisco ain't lagging anything. Look
so
at
if
this.
you miss it, you don't leave anything. But yeah, he's not lagging anything.
I don't think he knows how to spell lag. Is this really still game 1?
This is really still game 1.
And Billy, Evan, and Sky would all be on to another match by now. There was one match earlier, in an earlier round that, gosh, who was it? I want to say Scott Frost and somebody else. One game took 45 minutes or something like that.
One game of
One
banks.
game of banks took, it was nearly an hour.
Yeah, they kept playing safe. All right, so
That's
he
it.
is lagging up.
He finally listened. All right, game number 1 in the books.
All right, let's go over the rules real quick here while we're between games. So we are playing Derby City rules 9-ball banks. The break is the winner's option, but they're usually going to opt to break. It is rack your own. The first player to bank 5 balls wins the game, playing a race to 3 games. You must call the pocket and the number of rails. Kicks, caroms, and combinations are not allowed. And if you commit a foul, you lose a ball. And this is round 6, and both these players are undefeated. How did they get here? Well, Francisco, he defeated Christopher Spann, Teddy Tucker, Brent Jackson, Gary Aboud, and Abdullah Al-Shamari. And Omar, how did Omar get here? Also undefeated. He has defeated Mark Otto, Mike Leake, Matt Clark, Michael Fisher, and Jason Miller. So we are in round 6.
Yeah. And if you don't know how this Derby City works, it's basically a round robin every round.
Well, yeah,
kind
technically they call it a single elimination with a rebuy.
with a rebuy. So everybody gets one. Your 100 and whatever dollars to get in this tournament
160.
gives you one bullet. If you lose that, you do have an option for a buyback. They redraw pairings every round. You will not draw the same guy in rounds. If there is an odd number, one person will get a buy, and the same person will not get the buy until, when you get into the later rounds, until everybody has had an option, has had their turn at the buy. Like last year, Omar got a bye into the finals of the banks because Sky had already had it, and Billy, and I don't remember who the fourth was.
Yeah, it is nice when you can get a buy into the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's nearly 500 players entered this tournament. So yeah, so the first round there'll be 250 pairings, and of all the winners, and then of all the people who buy back, they stick their name in a hat and draw random pairings again.
Well, they're semi-random because you're not going to draw the same guy twice.
Yeah, it's random unless you play the same guy twice, in which case I'll shuffle it again.
But I did hear about it happening. This was several years back. Somebody had told us a story about playing some guy, wouldn't it be fun, if you ended up playing him again, or he said, I'll see you later, or something like that, and he ends up playing him another, a round or two later, he ends up playing the same person and being knocked out of the tournament by one of the top players. I don't remember who it was, but I know who told me the story, but that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, you won't play the same player twice, but you could play him. You play him and then you play somebody else, then you play that player again. That could happen, right? I don't think their software is sophisticated enough to
until it
not
gets
allow
down to
that
where
to happen.
everybody has played everybody in like round 10.
Oh, what a shot, Omar.
Nice shot, Omar. Is he going to get rewarded for it? He has. He's got a nice shot on this one here. Right back at him. Bend it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of twist to it. A little bit of
perfect
outside
twist.
spin and
Get out
cue
of
ball.
there.
Oh man!
Costing both of the balls he's made this inning at the table.
Easy come, easy go. Okay, they didn't come that easy.
Yeah, and now I'm looking at that other angle. They're straighter this time than they were the last time. I'm not saying that Omar's cheating by not putting them straight. He's just, they're not being as precise. And I say, if we were playing one pocket, you better believe that Francisco would be no. Or almost anybody else in the room. That's straight in. 2 ball. Cross side.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Francisco agrees. Oh, he's shooting a 4.
Oh, yeah, I guess the 4 is out there a little bit far enough for him to tag that one. Bag it and tag it. 2 up table. And if he can hold his cue ball kind of in that area, he can bank the 1 ball next.
Right.
Not exactly the angle he was looking for. His cue ball's going to have to go into the 7 here, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, the cue ball will go into the 7 if he banks the 1. At least that's how it looks like on screen. Of course, it does depend how hard he hits it.
Yeah.
Nope, didn't like it, just playing safe. Brings Omar to the table, looking at a whole bunch of nothing. So
Yeah.
just going to thin off this 5,
Thin
cue
off.
ball back up table.
Yep. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's all right.
He hadn't left anything. Francisco says, "Oh yeah."
Watch this. You think he thinks he's got just enough room to bank this 5.
Well, if he thinks it goes, then it probably goes.
Yeah, it's got a fighting chance, that's for sure.
Man, that 3 looks like it's in the way. But he's shooting at it. Oh, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was going.
Yeah, cue ball got in the way. Now, is he left? I think he's
Yeah.
left across on the 5.
Yep, that 5 definitely
He's
goes.
going to hit that with a little bit of left-hand English to get the cue ball out of the way. And come up for a shot on the 9. There is a shot on the 9, but do you want to go? Oh no, he's banking the 3. I was going to say, do you want to go that far away from the trunk of the tree on that limb? It's not in. Oh, it did go in. No, it didn't. His head was in the way. I'm looking at the wrong. Look at me when you're not looking right at the table and you're just looking at the computer screen. Sometimes I look at the wrong computer screen.
Yeah, the camera angle you were looking at, his head was in the way.
Mm-hmm.
The camera angle I was looking at.
Like it's right there on the table. What are you talking
What do you mean
about?
it's getting? So he's left a pretty nice looking shot at this 8 for Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Francisco, is he looking to see if if he can get the 1? He's looking at the 1.
He is looking
There
at the
is
1.
definitely room between the rail and the 9 ball to slide the 1 through there.
Oh, he's looking at the
He's
7.
looking at the 7 through there.
Wow.
That is tight. I'd rather try to get on the 1.
I'd rather just shoot the 8 and
Yeah.
try to get on the 3 next.
Yeah, go all the way down table so that you're back banking the 3 up underneath your arm if you're right-handed. Which allows the cue ball to carry down table for one of those 3 balls. Actually, no, all he needs is the 8 and the 3.
Yeah, he only needs those 2.
Yeah. Side to the side rail. Hoo-hoo. Is he going to cross the 3?
Yeah, 3 ball, same pocket.
Yep. And he's going to take a little bit more care to make sure he puts the English on this cue ball to get his cue ball out of the way like that. That's not in. That is not in either.
It almost was.
Oh, yeah, man.
This 3 ball for the game.
You know what?
Not for the match, but for the game.
Doom.
What do you have in that case? Doom.
This case?
It looks like it's a little wide.
It's wide. Yeah, it wasn't going to dust its feet off on the way in there. Almost two diamonds up the rail, and at that angle, it doesn't go. If it was a straighter bank, it might have gone.
Right.
There's some people, they go, oh my gosh, that ball hit like 3 diamonds up the rail and still went. Well, it depends on the rate, on the angle that ball is coming in at.
Yeah, if it's only like a half a degree off of straight, yeah, it's going to brush the rail and still go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I've seen on some other Derby City stuff, people, in the past, and people saying, oh my, what size pockets are they playing on? Can't believe that ball went. It was the angle the ball was shot at, why it went.
All right. Does that 7 go? That 7 might go.
No,
Oh, he's looking at the 1. Okay.
Yeah. This one is so hard to get that cue ball out of the way. with the angle. You got to kick this. Look at this shot. Oh, I thought it was
Good
in.
effort.
Really nice effort. Just getting that cue ball out of the way. Not getting the double kiss there is so hard.
All right, one rail on the 7 to that bottom left corner on screen.
That's all he needs is this.
Yep. Francisco needs a ball. Omar needs them all.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 7 ball, 1 rail. And swish. All right, 2-0. Francisco versus Omar Al Shaheen. Have I mentioned lately we have shirts? We have shirts in stock.
Yeah.
$45.
Sophia Tran not included.
No, that'd be more than $45.
Yeah. For the right price, I could probably talk her into hand delivering it.
Well, I better send her with like a whole bag of them. She'd probably lose half of them. We love you, Soph. But we're not giving you any more shirts.
No, poor girl at this event last year, on her way to the pool room on 2 different occasions, lost both of her shirts. On her way to the pool room.
She wasn't wearing them.
No.
She didn't lose the shirt off her back.
And didn't find her way up to the practice room and lose the shirt off of her back.
She lost the shirt out of her bag on the way to the room. Then I give her another shirt, and she loses that one too. So, all right, no more shirts for you. All right, Francisco with the break.
Ball, made 2 balls. Those will both spot up after his turn at the table if he does not run out here. Across the 2.
Man, I'm thinking, yeah, you shoot the 1 straight in, draw back for the 2 in the side. You know,
Yeah,
man,
wrong
what a great 9-ball break that is.
Yeah. The Cosmo. Almost.
Looks like he can cross the 2.
Yeah, it's what he's called.
All right.
He's going to go, the cue ball's going to go past the line at the 2 ball. He'll go forward with it past that line. Now, let's see.
Unfortunately, it didn't really land the way he wanted.
Can he bank the 1? I don't know. I think the 9 ball has got him hooked on the 1.
Yeah, I don't think you can see the 1.
The 7 doesn't go unless you intentionally rub the rail, but I think it's too steep of an angle for where you'd have to rub the rail.
Yeah, the 9 doesn't go. The 1's in the way.
Can he? He's looking at banking it, Kevin.
The 9 does go? Okay. Just looks to me like the 1's in the way.
Yeah, one's in the way. The 1's in the way for the 9, and the 9 and the 1 and the 9's in the way to shoot the 1. 6 is in the way. He may have to. He's calling it.
All right, maybe he can shoot it a little bit long and shoot it hard enough that it shortens up to miss the 1. Wait, did he just call it to the corner? I think he just called it to the corner. He just called it to the corner. Okay.
Yeah, finally decided, yeah, it doesn't go on the side. Now, here's one of these 1 pocky shots. And it's straight in, swish.
He reversed that ball like crazy.
He's played some 1 pocky before. 1 ball back in the side at him. Or there might be a gap for that 9 to go between the 3, 4, and I think that's what he's looking at.
Yeah, I think the gap is there. And so does Omar.
And he's going to get under this 4 for. That's a nice shot. You know, nice.
Yeah, he's trying to run these out.
He doesn't like something.
He's just planning his route, I think.
No, it was the way he walked away from the table was kind of like, man. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with this.
No.
He's at.
He only needs these 2 balls. This 3 and the 6 is all he needs for this game.
Just go forward a little bit from the 3.
Yeah, or stop
okay,
shot.
And now he's waiting on.
I don't think he has to cut the 3 very much.
Yeah, you can see he's waiting on the other table to shoot. Yeah, but I'm saying, so that you have a better line to be able to get your cue ball out of the way from the 6. He's going to want to go forward from the 3.
Well, I don't think
He's going to have to bank the
Yeah.
1.
I don't think he can see the 6 now.
And I don't think the 5 banks. I think he's going to have to go across corner with the 1 here now. That's what he's playing.
Plan B. Bank to 1.
All right, and we're at this now. Francisco needs them all. Omar needs a ball. He can bank the 1. He could bank the 6.
You can bank to 5.
Bank the 5.
I like starting
Pushing,
with the
pushing
5.
the 8 a little bit forward, a little bit with this shot. Because when they're closer to a rail, they bank easier. I think he's left a cross bank. I think Omar's going to take this 5 ball on. I get a buck tag or a doe tag. He got a buck tag.
All right, he gets his first game. 2-1 in this race to 3.
Yeah, and again, neither of these guys have a loss, so they will both be still in the tournament after this match.
Hey, good. I think they stopped playing music. I can turn the room noise back up.
I mean, it's once in a while they have it on. It's not all the time. Actually, I hear something in the background.
I hear talk. I hear talking.
I hear a country song.
No, that doesn't count.
Now you hear it?
Yeah, now I hear it.
Yeah, it's harder to hear with your headphones on, so.
YouTube has no problem hearing it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Omar with the break.
Rack 'em and crack 'em.
And unlike 9-ball, they don't have to break from the break box.
Did they have to break from the break box this year?
I thought they did.
Yeah, they tinker with the rules every year, just the tiniest bit, just to mess with the streamers.
It was like the same shot that Francisco started with last game.
Mm-hmm.
2-ball cross side, go forward.
Go forward for the 8.
Except he didn't.
Oh, wow, he crushed that.
Yeah, I thought he would go nice and easy. And
Yeah, and maybe have the cross side or cross corner, and probably would have been cross side.
he definitely had something else in mind.
Can he twist this back at him? He's calling it. He's got to put a little. He's got to put a lot of twist on this with a little bit of speed.
Wow, he over twisted it.
Yeah, he did.
Holy cow!
That was the speed.
The speed and
the over twisting?
and the whole lot of spin he put on it. Everything's right. He spotted the correct number of balls.
Yeah, there's 8 up there.
Yep. 8 up there and 1 on the scoreboard. That makes 9.
Bank the 9. Play safe somewhere. Maybe pocket the 1. Or put it over in front of the pocket. Put it over the hole so that the 8 doesn't bank.
Yeah, he's not liking the 9.
Yeah, he's calling the 1, 2 rails.
Doesn't like the sellout opportunity if he doesn't make it, I guess.
That's a pretty good line.
That's pretty close.
That's a pretty good line.
That's pretty close. Very close.
How close? Swish.
Yeah, about that close.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those times where it's like, damn, I didn't really want to make it. Now what do I do?
Yeah. Is he banking the 7 ball? No,
just
he's
playing
thinning
safe.
off of it. I'm like,
Just-
there ain't no way in the world he's banking the 7 ball. I mean, it was bankable, but
Mm-hmm.
he's going to cross the 9 over at the 3. I thought maybe he would put the 8.
Oh, he's left a bank.
Oh.
Whether or not Francisco's
No,
gonna
now is,
bite or
is
not
he trolling or is it an oopsie?
depends whether Francisco makes it or not.
Well, yeah, Francisco says, I'm going for it. Thanks for the opportunity, kid.
And if he doesn't make it, then Omar will say, "Ha, fell right in my trap."
Well, that 9 ball jumps. There's no room for it there.
Trying to one rail the 8 ball up table looks like double kiss territory to me. You can also one rail the 8 to that bottom left corner, and that's what he's looking at now. That looks like a lot safer of a shot.
I think it had the alley there. He just
Yep. Yeah, it had the alley.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at this. He's left this nice shot on the 6.
Yeah, was a really nice opportunity for a couple more balls after that.
Yeah, he should be able to make the 6 and the 3.
Yeah. Well, can he open up the 7-2-5 a little bit with this bank, or is he going to be kind of like Omar did when he went forward and ended up hooked on the next ball the last game? Yeah, he ain't falling for it. Seven ball? I mean, the not 7 ball. 9 ball instead, or shoot the 3 and pull it out a little bit. The 8 banks past the 9, so you've got the 3, 8, and 9 here. From there, well, you can still cross the 8.
I think the 9 go. Does the 9 go?
Cross corner? I
Yeah.
think it passes the 8.
It's hard to tell. I think the 9 goes, but if the 9 goes, I think he probably would have shot it already. The 8 goes, but it's a thin hit.
Yeah, it looks like he's thinning off of this and coming back around table, trying to freeze the cue ball to the end rail.
Did he hit
Did he
anything?
hit it?
I don't think so.
No, he doesn't think he did either. And after this discrepancy on
Wow.
the very first shot of the match,
Was that the first shot?
it was the first
Pretty
or
darn
second
close.
shot of the match.
It was the first point of the match, I think. I don't.
Yep, that 8 ball is pretty close, but not there. And I don't think you're going to see either one of them shoot a bank that is going to send that cue ball into that cluster, unless it's like
Unless
shoot
it's a
it
dead
blind,
bank.
yeah, dead bank, shoot it blindfolded. You know, they're going to do everything they can to avoid that stack.
You know, like this 9. He wants to shoot the 9, but he doesn't want to sell out.
He's gonna cross the 8 instead. And
Yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah, he wants to shoot the 9, but he doesn't want to, doesn't want to sell out if he doesn't make it.
oh, caught the point. And if this gets in behind, then I think, and that's close to whether or not Omar has this 6 ball. I think he does. I think he's got a pretty routine bank on this 6, and if he does, then his cue ball is gonna go into the 7 ball, maybe leaving him opening up that line of balls just a little bit.
Omar's not convinced that it's that he has it.
Yeah, I mean it's the edge of that 9 sticking its big ugly head out there. I think he was more worried about going past the stack like he did last game, and he ended up winning the game. Yeah, nudge him out a little bit. Bank this 9 cross side, cue ball 3 rails around underneath this to the other side of the 7 so that he can bank the 7 next.
Right.
Banking the 7, right where he's standing right now. It's natural line, 3 rails over to that.
Or just draw it.
Yeah, he's a little crispy, but he should be all right.
Was he shooting
He's shooting
a
a
2?
2. He's got the 2 open.
That's not a good
Nope.
hit. He hit
No, he hit
something
the 5.
else.
He hit that 5 first.
I think he hit the 5 and the 7 first. I think
Yeah.
he hit everything.
Right, crossing the 7.
Yep, so he's just called.
And if you're wondering what the difference between bank, just calling a straight up bank and cross, it just means the cue ball is going to cross the path that the object ball is taking. He straightened it up too
man.
much.
Thought that was a hanger for a player of his caliber.
Yeah, so did he.
Yeah, he was already planning his run out.
Yeah, he was putting his cue in his case.
He'd already shaken the guy's hand. He was walking up to the podium to tell him he won. And what do you mean that ball's still on the table?
I call BS. Omar says, still here. How you doing? Well, what does Francisco have here? 7 cross corner. 8 ball back up at him. 2 ball cross corner, 5 ball cross corner, or play safe because all of those balls are letting your cue ball go flying. Every one of those shots.
I don't think he has a shot on the 8. I think the 7 blocks the bank the one way and the 2 ball blanks box.
I don't
yeah,
think the 2
blocks
blocks it the
ba-
other way. I think it goes.
Okay, it might pass the 2. It doesn't pass the 7.
I think you got to twist it in. You got to use the English to take it in, hit it a little bit straight, and use the English to take it in.
I'm going to 2-rail the 7.
Yeah, that's a good shot too. Allows him to hit the 7 ball fuller, which allows him to control his cue ball better. He did not want that to rub the 8. And look, the 7's going to get out of the way. I don't know. What do you think about banking the 7 cross corner here rather than the 8? Maybe leaves you a shot on the 8 cross side or the 5 cross corner. He's banking the 8. I like the 7 here. But, I have never played bank pull.
Well, it's a tough shot, and I think you're selling out if you miss.
Well, if that 8 wasn't on the table, what did you sell out? Well, I mean, I guess he would have been shooting the 7, not the 8.
Yeah, I meant shooting the 7.
Yeah. Cross on the 5 is the really only shot that Francisco has here, the only legitimate shot. Or he's going to 2-rail it again. Did he just call that corner there? Nope, he's cross corner.
Yeah, 1 rail. 1 rail cross corner.
I thought he tapped the... He must have been picking up his chalk or something, but I thought he tapped that corner right there where he's standing at, like right here.
Yeah, he's not liking it.
Still going for the 1-railer. It isn't like, oh, with the 2.
Yeah, he kept on going. He kept on going back and forth between the 2 and the 5.
Yeah, and that's a nice shot. He's got a really nice shot here on this 5 ball to put him on the hill. And he's on the hill and the hill of the hill. Something like that.
Something like that.
Oh. Oh, Boosty. You're breaking my heart. 7 ball back at you.
5 to the corner, 5 to the side. I like the 5 better than the 7.
I see those angles coming, those backward banks to the side pocket. I see them so well.
Apparently he sees those corner banks pretty well.
Yeah, but now the 7 being almost frozen to the cushion, he has to... Yeah, that ball don't go to the side. I don't even think you can stiffen this up. I don't think you can cross it. I think it's a double kiss trying to shoot it to the side. That's just, what I'm able to see with the, I'm looking at the monitors. I don't think it goes. Yeah, that's more likely. Or 2 rails in the other corner is more likely than cross side. All right. It's protected his cue ball a little bit there. Francisco does have a bank on the 7. Now, if he banks it back at him, he's going to run into the 8, right? So it looks like.
Sure looks like it to me, yeah.
So it would open it up for him to finish the match here. And that's what he's doing.
I mean, if he shoots it with a high ball, he can avoid the 8 if he draws it.
Yeah, but I think he wants to run into it to give him a viable shot for winning the match. And that's supposed to be a routine shot, just like that cross-side bank that he missed. Oh, Omar going to bank the 8 back at him. Yep. Yeah, he was giving himself the... instead of trying not to lose, he was trying to win there. That's too wide.
Yeah, it was the soft speed.
Yep, widens it out, guys. You put English on it, that speed lets that English, take control of the ball, which makes it turn away from the pocket there. That's why you'll see Billy and Sky and even Evan, stuff in that. You grip it and rip it. You'll hear us say it a lot because that's what they do, because they don't want that English to curl the ball.
Except for when you do.
Yeah. But then they're hitting it with a little bit lighter speed. But for the most part, they're hammering those balls in because they want them to go straight. They know what going straight does. That's easy to predict. The little bit of curl and the speed, see there again, too much curl.
Yeah, but he's wanting to lag it to the pockets because he only needs 1, and if he misses it, he doesn't want to sell out a shot.
Right, and now it's back at him bank here for Francisco. Do you like the lag here? or a little bit firmer speed.
No, because you want to let the cue ball go forward so you can bank the 8 across to this bottom left corner
I think
next.
he might be looking at crossing the 8. It's a one pocket shot.
He is looking at the 8. Okay.
Now he's using the 8 to cover up the 7. Doubling them up there on the balls. But I still Omar still thinks this ball banks, or is he going 3 rails behind the 7?
The 5 goes cross side.
Oh, that's what he called cross side.
And almost made it.
Should have called the 2 rails, Omar.
No, when he spots the ball up for himself, he gives himself the 5 ball. When he spots it up for Francisco, he gives him the 8 ball. Okay, I see how that works.
Yeah. Believe it or not, the color of the ball does matter on how well you see the edges of it.
Oh, you'll see guys getting into arguments over. Don't spot that dark colored ball. Spot a light colored ball for me.
Well, yeah, and that's what when in racking 8 ball or 9 ball, people they want the dark balls at the back of the rack so that they're not looking at them. For some reason, it makes it harder for them to. The 1 ball is still the one out at the front of the rack that you're shooting at.
I've never heard that.
Oh, I have. They don't want the darker balls at the front of the rack. I think it was one of the times when I was playing at one of the WPBA events that I played. It's like, really?
I've never heard that. That's a new one on me.
Oh, I thought it was in there. I think Francisco did too.
It was a great effort.
Sits on the end rail. It's not as bad, but he's still got a cross on the 8 here. He may hit this a little bit crispy and straighten it up some instead of crossing it. Looks like he's aiming this like he's crossing it.
Yeah, it looks like a high ball. Yep. And this time it's not going to curl.
No.
At least not enough.
You cross this 8 at the 7, bring the cue ball back down table.
Yeah, it's dangerous because you can get a double kiss there. If you do, you probably sell out the game.
Yeah, probably a cross side bank or something like that if you get a double kiss here.
So just don't get a double kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna dare him.
Yeah. Francisco's trolling.
Is it? Oh man!
Wow. I think he's lucky it didn't go. If that 1 ball takes another rollover, so does that cue ball. 1 or 2 more rolls over, and
Possibly.
yeah, Francisco's just going to pocket this
He's
one.
gonna give him another chance at it.
Yeah, try and corner hook him. Nope.
No, you couldn't corner hook him from there.
Yeah, it goes to the point and then back down.
Well, okay. Okay. I got you.
I played that game with
Raphael.
with Raphael. Corner hook him.
All right.
There we go.
For the game, tied up.
Let him
2-apiece.
shoot it enough times. He's going to figure it out.
Right.
He got to adjust like 3 or 4 times on that kind of shot there, and made the proper adjustment. All right.
Thrill.
Players are taking a break.
Well, then so are we.
All right. All right, we are back. Or I'm back, and the players are back. Kevin decided he was going to take a little break himself. All right, 2-2 in this race to 3. All right, it's made 2 balls on the break, so he will continue to shoot here. Those balls, again, don't count towards his 5 that he needs for the game. They'll be spotted at the end of his inning. And he does have a shot on the 8. He can bank the 8 right back at him. He could attempt a bank on the 6.
All right.
He's
6
going
ball,
2 rails into the side pocket. He's able to control his cue ball with this. That is not in.
Close, but no cigar.
And there goes the 2 balls from the break. Being spotted up, frozen together. You see him touching at the very bottom of the ball. That's to push it forward just the tiniest little bit. If you roll from the top, they bump each other and pull out. If they push it in from the bottom, they tend to stick together a little bit better.
All right, just a little safety there by Francisco. Looks like he might have left a 1 railer on the 6 to that upper right corner.
He's just called the 8 over there.
Okay, either one. But
It's
yeah,
in.
it looked like there
Oh,
was
he had room to miss it wide. It just barely caught that end rail. Right, 7 up in the corner, or the 4. I like the 7.
I don't know if the 7 goes.
I think it does.
Okay. I think Francisco thinks it too.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm looking at it again, and yeah.
Yeah. No problemo.
Nice shot.
No, I think the 8 has a gap. So does the 3, but I think the 8 has a gap between the 4, 6 to go. He could play it up in the other corner as well, but these guys like the side pocket. And he's called it in the side. You just don't want to hit it wide. He wants to hit this towards the center of the hole, and it should avoid the 6. The line from that side pocket to the center of that side rail to the center of the side pocket, there is nothing there. But that 6 ball's in the way that
a little bit long.
Yeah, didn't even touch the other side of the 6. He hit it so wide. No, has he left the 5 ball here?
He's left the 4 ball. I know that.
The 4.
He's going to shoot the 5.
He's shooting the 5 cross side. Again, these guys with their cross sides. When that 4 looks like a pretty routine shot, especially for 1 pocket players.
Swish, nice shot.
I think he's going to have to go for the 1 here if he wants to continue pocketing balls. It's the only really viable bank that I see out there. And that's what he's called.
Just a bit outside. Couldn't tell if he's trying to line up an actual bank on the 8 or if he's playing safe.
He's
just playing safe. Okay.
He's trying to get the ball on the back of that 6, like so.
All right, that's a nice safe. He's got him hooked on everything.
Yeah. Would have been really nice for Francisco if that 8 ball would have actually fallen at that point.
Yeah, that would have been to his advantage.
Yeah, you don't have another pocket blocked up, and a ball taken out of play. No, what do you think? Think Boosty's going to go for this 4-ball here. Does it bank?
Yeah, the 4 definitely goes. The 6 also goes. And maybe the 3 goes. I can't tell, but the 4 goes, the 6. The 4 goes, the 6 goes, the 3 might go.
I like the bank on the 4. It's the on those lines go straight to the hole. It was perfect. Track lines. That's what we call them.
All right, 3 ball, cross side.
Yeah, but I think he's going to stiffen this one and not go across and not cross it.
Yeah.
He's stiffening this. There we go. Six ball straight back in.
I think Francisco's starting to get warmed up.
Yeah.
Just the
1 ball
late
banks.
bloomer.
1 ball banks here if he wants to take it on.
Yeah, all the way up table.
Uh-huh. It does bank.
It does.
And with the 9, 2, 8 down there, what are you really giving up? You can win the game here.
Omar needs them all.
Yep.
All right, this 1 ball for the match. Nope, he's not biting.
Come on.
Thin off the 9, cue ball up table, leave lots of distance.
There you go.
Very, very gently go rail first as the cue ball nestles in behind the 9. Oh, I don't think that was part of the master plan.
Nope. And a scratch.
All right, 9 ball straight back for
Yep.
the match.
And with the ball in hand, that's
Ooh,
supposed to be.
there it is.
Yeah.
All right, Francisco defeating Omar Al-Shaheen. This was Omar's first loss, so if he chooses, he can still rebuy and
I think he'll
continue on.
choose to.
I think he probably will too. All right, thank you guys for watching. We have more Derby City matches coming up on our channel, so make sure you are subscribed and ring that bell so you get notified when we upload those videos. All right, Kevin and Cherry Ross with Railbirds. Catch you guys later.
Peace.